Hey guys, it's Luke from International TEFL Academy, and I just want to talk to you a little bit today about salaries, how much you can expect to make, and how you can stretch that budget in order to have a nice, comfortable lifestyle here in Costa Rica. So basically, you can expect to make as a teacher around $900 to $1,000 per month. That's based on making $10 an hour, which is roughly the average. $10 an hour, and teachers normally work 20 to 25 hours per week. So you're going to make, based on that math, my math is not good, but based on that math, it's $800 to $1,000 per month. So we can average that out. You can say, instead of 20 to 25, you're going to work 22.5 hours per week, which means you will make $900 per month. Now, I know that sounds a little intimidating. How can you possibly live anywhere on the planet making $900 a month? But here in Costa Rica, absolutely that's possible. You just have to work within a budget. And I like to talk to my students about a 3-3-3 budget, what I call it, and that's kind of based on the $900 a month salary. So 3-3-3 means $300 for rent, $300 for food, and $300 for fun. And if you work within that budget, there's no reason why you can't have a nice, successful lifestyle here in Costa Rica. I did it for 8 years before I opened my school. I was a teacher, and that's what I got paid. And for 8 years, I just did the 3-3-3. $300 on rent, $300 on food, $300 on fun, and it can absolutely happen. It worked for me. I'm not a financial genius by any means. It worked for me, and it's worked for hundreds and hundreds of teachers that have worked here in Costa Rica. So if we look at the 3-3-3, we'll start with the rent, and that's based on $300 per month rent. That is in Heredia, and I understand that if you choose to work at the beach, your rent might. So I'm just basing this on Heredia because Heredia is where the majority of our students end up working. There's nothing wrong with the beach. I love the beach. Everyone loves the beach. But just so you guys know, and anyone who's thinking about taking this course, there is a huge instinct to focus solely on the beach. I need to live at the beach. I want to be at the beach. I've seen that many times during this course, where the first week or two, the person is saying beach, beach, beach. And then by the third or fourth week, when I even offer them, I say, oh, I have a job here at the beach if you want. And they're like, no, I want Heredia. And that's because Heredia is a fantastic place to live and work. I've been here 17 years. I've loved it. Let me just digress a little bit, because there's nothing wrong with the beach. I can't argue with the beach. How can you argue with the beach? It'd be like arguing against pizza. I love pizza. I love the beach. Everyone loves the beach. Everyone loves pizza. But Heredia is a fantastic place to work. We're in the mountains, so you've got cooler temperatures. You have the temperatures about 75 degrees Celsius, 25 degrees every day, 365 days a year, 75 degrees. It's beautiful. You got rainforests, you have amazing volcanoes, hiking, all that stuff. Plus, it's a university town, so there is a great atmosphere based on 8 universities, I believe, are in Heredia, so it's a huge university town. It's about 100,000 people, so it's big enough that you have everything that you need. However, it's not a million people like in San Jose, so you don't have the traffic problems. You don't have all the problems that a city of 1 million people have. It's 100,000 people. Not saying that Heredia is bliss and there isn't traffic or anything like that, but the traffic in Heredia is zero compared to San Jose. It's an amazing place to live, and this is where most of the people, after they take our course, even the ones who have been pretty focused on the beach, end up staying. It's a great place. I love it. Been here 17 years. I love it. The fact that you're not living at the beach and you're living here in Heredia, and then the 3-3-3 budget. Can't believe I'm giving budgeting advice. My parents would laugh. But if you have $300 for rent, which is very reasonable, lots of people have less. Some people have more. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with you saying, I don't want $300, I want $400 rent, $450. Nothing wrong with that. I understand it. It's where you're going to live, but you just have to realize that if you push that money into your accommodation, it's going to take away from the other parts. So it's all about priorities. Let's say you want just $300 a month rent is fine. That normally involves living with people, which I think is great, especially as a teacher in a new country. Instead of going home to a place where no one's there, it's just you. Instead of that, you go, there's your friends there and their friends and stuff. It's a great social thing. So, and it brings the rent down to $300, which is what we're shooting for. So $300 in rent. Then the next step is your $300 in food. Which brings us to food. $300 in food, I think, it's a huge budget for food. I'm a big eater. I love food. I don't eat $300 worth of food per month. You can do it, but that's because you are eating out. You can't eat out all the time. That's a mistake a lot of English teachers make. They don't like cooking. They don't like doing the dishes, etc. So they eat out once a day, sometimes twice per day. You can't. You have to learn how to cook, and you have to live like a Costa Rican. You are getting paid an average Costa Rican salary. Costa Ricans cannot eat out every day. Definitely, they can't eat out every meal. So you, as an English teacher, need to realize that your lack of cooking skills, man, you gotta fix that. You gotta learn to cook, right? And Melanie, I love her view on this. It's if you can read, you can cook. Meaning, if you can read, you can go on YouTube. You can go in whatever cookbook, read, and cook, and then you're good to go. Like, there's no reason at all that you should be spending more than $300 per month on food. I love $300 in fun, and you shouldn't need more than $300 worth of fun in Costa Rica. If you are spending more than $300 in fun, then you need to maybe reduce that. Like, there's so many free, amazing things to do in Costa Rica. Last time I checked, going on a hike was free. Last time I checked, take a bus, costs you $1, $2 to get up there. Right, going in the park, hanging out, reading a book. Free last time I checked. right? Going for a bike, going for a hike, going for a walk. I mean, there's so many amazing things to do in this country. The best thing about this country is that every single day is sunny. So every single day you can do outside stuff. Even if that outside stuff is sitting in a hammock reading a book, it's still super enjoyable, and that's free. So I don't know, what are you doing that's costing you $400 of fun money? Fix it. Realize that that's not necessary. And also realize that it's not Costa Rica's fault, or it's not English industry's fault that your budget exceeds what you make. It's not. It's your fault, right? Like, there's no reason. There's hundreds and hundreds of teachers that have done this. So if you're not doing this, you have to evaluate. That's it. Just reevaluate. Say, okay, where am I spending my money? Oh, too much on here, too much on here, oh, too much on here. But what you can't do is come in here and think, this is what I demand. This is the lifestyle that I feel I'm entitled to. Therefore, if I can't get this lifestyle, then it's the fault of the industry, or it's the fault of the country. That's unfair to Costa Rica, and it's unfair to teaching English. You came here with unrealistic expectations. Adapt to the $900 that you get paid. Make it work. 3, 3, 3. Easy. If you exceed that, fix it. One last thing I'll say is that I believe in the English teacher's budget, which I lived by. I taught 4 years in Europe, and then I taught around 8 years here before I opened up a school, and I lived by the English teacher's budget, which is, if you get paid on the first of the month, then you blow all your money by the 3rd week. And then the 4th week, we used to call it ramen noodles and tang week. That was it. We knew it. We didn't blame the country. We didn't blame our profession. We just knew. When we got paid the first of the month, we were like, woo! Let it rain. Let it rain. And the next week, woo! Oh, so good. Let it rain. Let it rain. The 3rd week, I'm like, let's let it mist instead of rain. I don't know. It wasn't as plentiful. And by the 4th week, we're sure enough, predictable. Like every other month before that, we're eating ramen noodles and drinking tang. And we budgeted very well. We got some egg in our ramen. That was a very good month. But we didn't blame it. We didn't say this isn't working. Oh, we're not getting paid enough or anything. We're just like, yeah, I know why I don't have any money on the 24th of the month. It's because I blew it all on 1st and 2nd week of the month. That's what teachers do, and I totally recommend that almost. I love it. I think it's great. Go nuts, have fun. But realize that the consequences are coming, which is week 4 is ramen noodles and tang. Whatever, who cares? It's ramen noodles and tang, who cares? You're living in Costa Rica, having fun. And then before you know it, it'll be the 1st of the month. And then it's, woo, rain.